Inspired by it.
Motivation. Inspired by you. Motivation.
Inspired by motivation.
Welcome to another episode of Talks with AQ. I know it's been a minute, but we are back at it again. And it's not just me who's here. We have a special guest today. Please introduce yourself. Who are you?
I am Richard Knight. I am an old friend of AQ, the singer, as we call him. So he asked me to join the show today and give a little motivation out there to all of your fans and whatnot, and looking forward to it. So thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I'm glad that you answered the call. You know, who wants to be on Talks with AQ? And you have delivered today. So, what's been going on with you? I haven't talked to you in a minute. Last time I saw you was at your wedding with
I know.
Kaylee Knight. Oh, man, that was such a great time. But how is life,
That was.
now?
Like lots of things have changed. It's been a short year in terms of just 2020 as a whole. And and then our first year of marriage, we find out on our anniversary day that we're having a little one.
Aww.
So my son is going to be born in February of 2021.
Oh, snap. Congratulations.
Dude, it's great. It's super exciting. It's probably one of the best couple of moments that I've ever had, besides my wedding day, is finding out about my boy. So it's big blessings all across the board.
Big blessings, for real. Wow. Inspirational. Y'all heard it here first, man. Miracles happen, and anything is possible for you in your journey when you get married and the after story. So, what have you've been doing, like work-wise, stuff like that? Like, what is your career on right now?
My career took a turn. So when I graduated college, right, 2 years ago now, I was looking to work in government and whatnot. And instead, I took the corporate route with, I work for Maersk, the largest shipping company in the world. I'm a customer care business partner where I basically handle certain accounts for, raw commodities. So your grain, cotton, a bunch of boring stuff that not everybody on the podcast needs to really know about. But I make sure everything gets from point A to point B. That's my job.
Okay.
With specific accounts. So that's what I do. And it's a fun job. It's a intriguing one, I should say. And it goes to show that, anything can happen, and you may think that you're on a path that you set out for yourself and you're going to achieve and can achieve, but it takes a turn sometimes, and then you end up in something that you never thought you'd really enjoy that much, and you do.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, that's been my journey with work, and then with it came all these other great things like my house and my dogs and the wife, of course, that came. that was kind of pre-planned. Yeah.
Right.
And then little man coming up in the next year. So it's great, man. It's great. I mean,
it's great.
God,
I'm happy for you.
You never know what's gonna happen. It's the craziest shit. Every day at work, nothing is the same because every day is a little different, and it keeps it interesting, but at the same time, you just smack your head on the desk like, why? Why does it have to be this today? Why? What the hell's the matter with people? Comes to mind. So, yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. It's fun though.
Well, hey, at least you love your job. Definitely a plus.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 years come January 31st. So, I mean,
Wow.
if I stuck it out this long.
Stuck it out this long, you haven't quit. So, that makes
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
sense.
yeah. No, God, don't tell my boss that. She would murder me. She's like, you can't quit. I need you. I'm like, I could leave any minute if you wanted.
He's like, sorry, you can't do that. That's not in the contract.
Yeah,
Bye. No, you're not leaving.
that's
Like, what?
that's my decision.
Well, if you've watched the YouTube show Inspired by AQ, we talk about a lot of motivational things, and I always discussed about how you can like deal with people in the workplace. That can be difficult. So, what is your advice for situations like that? Like, have you ever dealt with anybody like difficult, and what was the solution you came up with?
Oh man, this is a big question that always comes up on interviews. And I
Oh
mean, it
man.
doesn't matter where you go.
Mhm.
It is like the first question they will come out after, what's your name? Why'd you apply? What's your
Right.
inspiration? So, tell me, do you have any conspiracy theories against the United States? And then it'll be, do you have any tips on how to work well with people, or
Mhm.
you encounter somebody that you can't work with?
All right.
I mean, my my answer to that has always been just be patient.
All right.
Try to look at situations holistically. And for us younger people out there who are getting into their careers and their jobs and whatnot, it's not anything that anybody teaches you to do. It's just, it becomes an expectation of, this is how the way things are in this business, and you just got to deal with it. But honestly, just looking at it from the whole viewpoint, trying to see what it is that you could maybe meet in the middle with either your customer or your colleague at work. And you might want to just, like I said before, bash your head into your desk a few hundred times before having that conversation. But
Right.
take that step back and have that little conversation
Mhm.
to yourself. And my other thought that comes to mind with that is, if you're typing an email
Mhm.
to that person, there is such thing as passive aggressiveness.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely.
write out that email and say, listen here, you stupid son of a bitch. And everything else you want to get out, and then delete all of it.
Delete.
Just
Dude.
don't even save it. Don't even send it. Don't even have that person in the to box for that email. Just write it and then delete it and then rewrite it again.
Right.
Has been the best thing that I've ever done for myself.
That's a good one. That's a good Trade secrets from Richard Knight. Not seen anywhere.
Well, I'm sure other people know it too. It's a good way to let
Probably.
out a lot of frustration.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Just like writing it down, like, hey, you really being stupid right now. Oh wait, I can't say that. Well,
Well, you can. There's nice ways to say it, but yeah.
He's like, in the smart intellectual way, I can say that.
Yes. And if you can't read between the lines, then it just confirms what I already think about you. So it's fine.
Exactly fine. You'll never know.
It's just, you won't know. It's fine.
You will never know. Nope. All right. Well, what would you say is like your favorite moment, like at your job, like a favorite memory that you have thus far in your 2 years of being employed?
Man. I mean, my favorite memory would be just hearing some of the crazy stories, and like, it, my first couple of weeks with the job, it was always scary. You're the new guy on the block.
You're the
It's like,
rookie.
it's freshman year all over again in high school.
Right.
You're going to get picked on a little bit because they want to push buttons, see where you are. But I mean, if you come in there with a good attitude and just being yourself to a degree. I mean, you don't want to let them know that you have a bunch of problems or that you're actually crazy behind the lenses there, but
yeah, don't do that.
just, let loose, have a little fun, talk to people, get to know them. But my favorite memory is just hearing about from different people all of these crazy stories about this industry. And I mean, crazy stuff like the cartel literally like stuffed a container full of coke, right? And then the boat was in Mexico City, and they put it underwater, had divers weld it to the bottom of the boat.
Wow.
So it could get to its final destination. Like, this is really clever. At the end of the day, like, nobody would know anything different, because it's underneath. Nobody's going to look underneath. They're always going to look for what's getting loaded onto the boat, right?
Right.
But they put it in the wrong spot, and so the boat kept veering off course when it's on autopilot. And so they send a diver underneath to look and see if it's like a mechanical issue, and they see this container welded onto the bottom of the boat.
Whoa.
And everybody's just sitting there like, what the hell?
What is that? Oh,
and all because of that, it causes delays, and everybody gets pissed off because their stuff didn't arrive on time. So thanks to whoever's brilliant idea that was, great laugh.
All because of some coke.
All because of some coke, and not your Coca-Cola,
no,
type.
No, not your Coca-Cola. Disclaimer: it's not Coca-Cola.
Disclaimer: not Coke. Not Coke.
Not Coke. Coke.
And cocaina. It's a different kind.
It's a different kind. Used to be a Coke.
It used to. That's why everybody smiled in the pictures.
Right? They was happy.
They were happy to be drinking that drink.
For
And
real.
many more.
That real caffeine.
But yeah, I mean, to be honest, like you make good memories at work, and because you think about it, you're there for 40 hours, 50 hours a week. Those people kind of become a bit of like an extension of family,
right?
In certain ways. And you have your disagreements just like a family, and you know who to go to, who not to bitch to.
Yeah.
And it just
don't be bitching to the wrong person.
No, because that can come and bite you too.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: don't bitch to the person that you can't trust.
Yeah.
Because the whole office will know by the end of the day that you talked about Sally.
Huh?
That you talked about Sally and how stupid she is.
What'd you say about me?
Yeah, exactly. That's just not a conversation you want to get into.
Exactly. Because words travel real fast. You talk to the wrong person.
Too fast.
No.
Too fast.
Nope. Where you been living nowadays? I totally forgot.
Yeah, so we moved from Georgia, and we now live in Charlotte, or just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
We made the move.
The same?
It's about the same. I mean, there's a lot of places that are similar to like what we had on the outskirts of Atlanta. A lot of stuff like in Charlotte that's really neat to go and visit.
Okay.
And be a part of. Lots of breweries.
Oh yeah, of course.
And good stuff to go to, all around.
Got some good stuff here, some breweries, got to drink a little something, something,
A little something.
What you been drinking
Distilleries. Right now, I'm drinking a Truly's. I'm doing water basically right now.
Oh, me too. I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm on this health kick,
I'm gonna move up to some stiffer stuff here later on once my dad gets up here, because he's on his way over to visit for the weekend. So I got a bottle of 12-year-old scotch sitting here waiting. So
Scotch. It's aged. Okay.
It's been a week. That's why. It's been a week. It's been a month. It's been a year. It's not getting better. It's nuts, man. It's
That's
absolutely
crazy.
nuts.
It's wild.
But yeah, we love it in Charlotte. I mean,
That's good.
it's not super packed. It's pretty low key. You know, we got a lot of interesting people because everybody and their mother is moving down here from everywhere. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
So
Traffic's horrible.
Oh no. Okay.
Traffic's horrible, but not as horrible as Atlanta.
Not as horrible as Atlanta. So it's worse.
No.
Oh.
Oh no, it's not worse.
It's not as worse.
Atlanta's
a whole
just
different level.
is bad. Oh yeah, Atlanta's Atlanta, and
Yeah,
you
Atlanta,
can't.
Atlanta.
You just know.
Yeah, everybody trying to go to
Whenever
the airport.
anybody says it, yeah, you know when people say like, "Oh yeah, I live in Atlanta." Ooh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
That traffic must be horrible. Yeah, hour and a half. Oh, that sounds terrible.
No. You gotta leave early. You still make it late.
Oh.
Well, yeah, at least there's improvement. So, like, how has COVID like affected your lifestyle, or has it affected it as much?
You know, so I went from working in an office like 5 days a week, making that commute and doing all kinds of stuff, and it came to a grinding halt. And we all thought that it was going to be temporary. Back in March, I started working from home full time. And I don't mind because I used to work from home like 2 or 3 days, or 2 or 3 times a month, really.
Yeah.
Like when I needed to.
Right.
But yeah, no. And then I did it full time. It was kind of like a whole mind shift. Like, okay, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. But, you know, once I started to see that I was getting more money working from home and not spending on gas, that I could, you know, buy some fun little toys and other things, I was like, okay, I can get behind this.
I got more money in the bank.
I got more money than I knew what to do with.
I don't waste it on gas.
So thank you, COVID.
Thank
you, COVID.
Look at that. COVID actually a blessing in disguise. Look at that.
It's weird, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
weird.
COVID disrupted a whole bunch of stuff and still does.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a way, it was good. Working from home's fun.
Yeah,
at least for me. It's not for everybody. I get that.
Yeah, I get that.
But
too.
yeah, so in terms of that, yeah, definitely like for work and stuff. But you know, the home life, I just had to readjust how I space out my time and what I do to alleviate that work stress. So do I go and sit and play a video game for 30, 45 minutes and decompress that way? Or do I, you know, pick up a really stiff gin and tonic and go outside and cry a little bit?
It's strong too.
Or, man. You know, or do I work on stuff? I mean, I've gotten a bunch of house projects done.
That's
because
good.
I just, you know, I'd take a little time and go out and do something. So yeah, and I get to spend more time with my wife, which is always fun.
Does it feel like marriage life and COVID has make you like grow closer with your partner?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was one of these things like we were 2 working adults who only got to really see each other on, you know, in the evenings and then on weekends. And now I see her all the time, but I never get tired of her because we're always doing something.
That's good.
But we know that we're around to be either with each other or spend time with each other, visit, do things, mingle.
Right, mingle.
Mingle. I'll just say that, keeping it PG today.
Keeping it very PG today. We just mingling. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
We just mingling.
I'm not gonna say after that. Y'all already know. Y'all don't see.
Listen, my kid is a COVID statistic, okay? Like, do I have to lie about that?
You
Like,
got a
my
COVID
kid's
baby.
COVID statistic.
You got a COVID
He's
baby.
a COVID baby. He part of the new boom.
We got millennials, we got baby boomers, we got the COVID babies.
We got the COVID babies.
Your baby about to come out. Dad, when was that born? You was COVID. What?
Yeah, your mom was just spending too much time at home, man. She's gonna kill me when she listens to this. This is great.
COVID-19.
But
see what happened was we were together at the same house, and we see each other all the time. It just had to happen. I was like, all right, whatever happens, it's all good.
Look, when I told my grandfather that we were expecting and whatnot, because we thought it was going to be like a little fun moment, because this is my grandfather's like fourth great grandchild, and whatnot. And so we go and tell him, and he's like, well, I know what you guys have been doing during quarantine. I'm like, man, did you have to say that? Like, come on.
Come on, Grandpa. What you mean?
You can't be saying that to me, Papa. I mean, come on, man.
Why you at me like this?
Why you at me? But yeah, no, I mean, it's been great.
That's
been
great.
Good.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for y'all. Definitely.
Yeah, but I know other people who haven't. I got a friend at work and a couple other people that I know who are going through some rough divorces.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe because
I've seen that.
Maybe because people just snapped finally, and COVID just brought them together for the last time, and they said, "All right, enough's enough." Yeah.
That's it. I had enough. We're done.
I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with you.
I'm done with you. I'm tired of all this bitch.
I'm tired of all your bitching. I'm going home.
I'm going home. I'm out of there. I can see that. I've seen that
home.
divorce rates have gone up, and I'm like, wow. But I'm good. It's working for y'all, definitely. You're not a statistic. Y'all are the outliers, and that's good.
We are outliers. We are. Except for our son. He's a statistic. Our son is a statistic.
We got Gen Z, we got Gen Y, now we got COVID.
The COVID boom.
The COVID
it's
boom.
Terrible.
Oh gosh.
We'll still be special.
Still be special. Still be special. That moment. Yeah. I don't know how they do when you give birth or whatever, but depending on how y'all work that out, that'll be a magical moment. Hope it all works out,
Oh yeah. It'll be great.
Yeah.
It keeps getting closer and closer to that time, and I just keep wondering,
you
man,
nervous?
it's
you good?
I mean, I'm nervous, but I couldn't imagine when I found out that I was having my son, and I would be the exact same if I found out I was having a girl. I was prepared for a girl, and I was not expecting to hear that I was going to have a boy. It was one of the most wonderful moments in my life where, I mean, I'm a man and I'll say it, I cried like a little girl when I found out because I was so excited and it was so unexpected. I mean, this has been like the craziest little blessing that I could have ever imagined. And so I figured that even though I'm not well connected with my son right now, physically or emotionally, but when he's born, that's going to be huge. That's going to be that moment all over again, and then tenfold.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, my dogs, they make me a parent in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
But, but they're not mine. I mean, my dog that we first got, Poncho, he was more mine, and then he became my wife's with quarantine.
Poncho,
my wife,
why?
And then my wife decided, well, we need to get another dog. And I said, okay, fine. Quarantine's being too good to us. Yeah, in that order, we had quarantine, mingling, new dog, and then found out that we were going to have a child.
In that order.
Within those few months. In that order.
Wow.
So, yeah. But now Quincy, my little girl, she's my only little girl. but she's my baby. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I'm like, you hear me?
She's sitting here staring at me with her tail wagging, you know, for all those people who can't see me right now.
Yeah, you can't see Richard right now.
But yeah.
He's not ready. He wasn't dressed for this, you know.
No, it's been a day. I didn't get the opportunity, man. I'm not even gonna subject people to that.
It's like, we're not gonna no viewers. Disclaimer, he's here, he's present. You just can't see him.
Yeah.
VIP guest.
Some scraggly looking hobo. If I showed up on screen, y'all would be like, man, is AQ even like getting people to get on his show? Like,
where do you find this?
Do you have to pay $5 or give him a Happy Meal? Like, what's the matter?
To buy him a meal?
Disclaimer: I love homeless people are all out there for a reason or another. It's not necessarily all their fault.
Not all their fault.
We love everybody.
Yeah, we
just
love everybody.
saying. Got to keep it PC.
Peace, love, positivity, always. It's okay to joke around, though, you know.
For sure. They probably asked me where I'm living, which tent.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, which one?
Which one?
So you say
under the bridge.
Gaming. You've been gaming. So what you been gaming on? You been hearing about PS5 and Xbox? What you been rocking with?
I have. So I rock with my Xbox One because I am still behind a generation of kids. Oh, yeah. But yeah. I like my Xbox One. It's good. It treats me well. I get my Battlefield on and I'll play COD from time to time. PUBG. Really get a lot of pent up anger out with PUBG.
No lie.
No lie, because I am physically hunting people at that point in my squad to get that chicken dinner. So
get that chicken dinner.
Yeah. And then I just imagine all those frustrations from work coming out in those moments.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You ever had like a bad rage moment?
Oh. I've had those rage moments where I'm in the middle of the game and I'm just going and I'm like, yeah, got this. And then I get killed and I've just thrown the controller and rage quit and had to walk away. I was like, you know, could this have been like, yeah, could this have actually been like the last thing I do for the day and it was already shitty?
Right.
This is terrible.
I'm not doing this anymore. We'll try tomorrow.
I'm not doing this. We'll try tomorrow. Yeah, that's the other motivational piece right there. You can always try again tomorrow.
There we go. Got to incorporate. You know, they always try again tomorrow. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
To all my gamers out there, you can always try again tomorrow. You don't got to do everything.
It's just a game.
It's just
a game.
Some people take it more
seriously. As long as you're not getting paid for money. Yeah. If you're getting paid money, great.
That's different.
It's just a game. It's just a game. You got more important things in life to do. I mean, spend it with your family. Spend time with people. You know, go and visit. I got to even make time for my dogs, and my dogs live with me. And yet they still look at me like, well, why haven't we played? Why haven't we gone on a walk?
Where's my love?
I see you mingling with mom, but you don't ever love us that way.
Imagine, oh my! I see what you're doing with mom, but you ain't no attention to me. What is this?
I'm gonna go pee on the rug in defiance.
I'm gonna pee on this rug. You don't need it anyway.
You don't need it anyways. It's mine.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, have you been hearing about like the systems have been like already catching fire or something? Like, I was like, well,
which one?
It's either like some cases PS5, like there was this one case where it was at GameStop and it was on display, but they had it like, I don't know how they had it, but it didn't have like the correct ventilation and it like overheated. And then the new Xbox, there was like videos of it overheating, and I was just like, wow, this is why I don't get the newest things just from the get go. I wait a little bit, you know, so they work little kinks or whatever.
I mean, Samsung phones were doing that for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
They were flight risk for a long time. Yeah. They're like, oh, you got a Samsung phone? You're going to have to leave that behind, buddy.
I remember that. They catch on fire.
That thing's going to catch on fire or explode mid-flight. That's just, no.
Nah,
We ain't doing that.
we ain't doing that. No, no.
So I don't doubt it. I mean,
Yeah, I don't doubt either.
they rushed to get these new like Xboxes and PS5s out there, and they cut corners. I hate to say it, but I live in
Yeah.
the industry where I know these things now.
Mm,
It's just like the automotive
right.
industry. You think your car is American built? I got news for you, buddy. Those
It
parts were
ain't.
manufactured in China.
It
They were
ain't.
brought to Mexico for partial assembly, and then they were shipped to Detroit to put back together.
There we go. Educated.
So, just saying. Just saying.
For the people that don't know, that is how automobiles, come here. If you didn't know.
Oh yeah. On a random note,
On a random note. There we go.
Yeah.
Also, on a side note,
What
please
else you got?
check the merch out. Teespring. There we go. Inspired by AQ. AQ the singer. T-shirts,
There you go.
masks, all different type of things. Merch plug.
Oh shit, you got masks?
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to order a couple from
Different
you
colors. We got green, red,
then.
blue,
Ooh, all right.
pink.
I don't have a green one or a red one yet, so yeah, I need that.
Yeah, definitely. There's still
Get on
a
that.
discount code AQ School. That's a little discount code. No, yeah, no shipping. I think no shipping, extra stuff on it. So just get that at a
No,
low price.
no shipping extra stuff.
Yeah, no shipping, no extra stuff. Sponsored by me. There we go.
Yeah.
No extra shipping costs. There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
Let me use my words. English. Do I speak that?
English.
Do I speak that?
No. No
no,
English.
I don't know that. What is that? What is these days? So I'm probably gonna ask this question. You can answer any way you want to within your
Yeah.
comfortability. It is how do you feel about our present political climate? I always ask everybody this question comes on the show. They give their own little unique answer. But how
I
do you
get
feel
you.
about it?
Well, my degree was in international affairs, so
Yes.
I've studied politics in depth
Oh yeah.
for 4 years. So,
no.
I know. And I lived and I worked in Washington for a little bit, so I got the insider tip and
Let them
trades
know.
as well.
Let them know.
But yeah, I always vote or am for the candidate that I feel like can do the best for that time.
Okay.
Republican,
Mhm.
Democrat,
Mhm.
Libertarian, whichever you want to be, whatever you
Okay.
call yourself.
Right.
I don't care about the
Right.
party lines.
Right.
I think that the party lines have been a way to make America divided and not
Yeah.
united.
Yeah.
And as much as we try to have the conversation and unite everybody, rally around the flagpole, as we call it,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen. And there's just something else that happens that drives a wedge in between people. And I think a lot of people the last election had enough from a certain side of the fence and said, all right, that's it. Let's vote this random dude in
Yeah.
who has a big mouth and doesn't really know when to stop talking. But he not ever going to sit back and defend the guy for stuff said, but I can defend him on terms of like policies in certain cases that he got achieved and business wise. I mean, the economy growth was really good for the last couple of years, but could be better, But he treated the place like a business and it ran like a business, and that's what you get when that happens. But with Biden and the new administration that's going to come in, I think it's awesome that Kamala is, on there as the first woman VP. I think it's a great achievement. But do I think that she was supposed to be the first woman VP? No. No. They could have picked so many different better people for that. More moderate, less individualized people, people who actually support the reform of the criminal justice system and not just saying it on paper and then in real life, not actioning
Yeah.
with, the African American community or drug issues or other things like this. I mean, it's a mess.
Yeah.
I hate politics and I hate what it's done to people in the country. I think that in a way, it continues to just create more divide, and I think people forget that in this country it's supposed to be okay to have an opinion
Yeah. Definitely.
about
Yeah.
everything and voice your opinion, and I encourage it. If you want to go and rally and riot because of a issue that you feel like is close to you and dear to you, it's your right. You go do it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. If there's one that really gets me up at night and makes me want to do that kind of stuff, I'll go out there and do it. I don't care. But I mean, it's one of these things now where it's like, if you're not one, then you're the other, and then if you're the other, you're all these negative things.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter which side you talk to.
Yeah.
Like, you can't ever be in the middle.
No.
And that's not true. You have a lot more people in the middle than you actually think.
Yeah.
So it's just it's another way to divide people. And I mean, this country, for all intents and purposes, was built on the backs of immigrants, on the backs of people, and the drive to do better and to do more and to be, just live with, liberty, life, and pursuit of happiness. So, I mean, the fact that we have, gay rights now is an amazing thing. The fact that we have, reform for certain judicial issues is a good thing because it's outdated. The list goes on, but I mean, I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, LGBTQ. I'm gonna love you the same as long as you're a good person and a good person to me with good intentions. And I don't care what your political affiliation is anyways, because you can't sit back and argue it with me after studying it for 4 years. I tell the same people in my family the same thing. I'm like, if you don't come to me with direct answers that you can source and tell me as a legitimate source, you don't have an argument. And you won't win this argument if you really piss me off.
So I got the degree, I studied, I put the time, plus what it is,
Yeah, I mean,
get that. That's well said. It's definitely well said.
Yeah. No, politics fires me up in a weird way. I hate that it's a wedge to divide people and ideas and whatnot. And I really just wish we could go back to a sense of some sort of good old day where we all could see eye to eye and be united as one.
Conversation, whether it's controversial or not.
And and the conversation can be a good one.
Yeah.
It can be, I don't agree with you, but you have a valid point.
Right.
Instead of, no, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
It should have never been, no, you're wrong. Yeah.
You're wrong. I hate you.
It's like, I can disagree with people all day long. I'm still going to be friends with them. That's not going to change anything unless that changes in their heart. Then that's on them. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Nobody does in this life.
I agree with you on that. I feel like we've lost the aspect of even having real conversations about anything if we don't agree with each other. It's kind of like, in order for us to talk, we have to agree on the same thing. And we're not all the same people. Like I talk about this all the time. We all weren't made the same. We all weren't made the same to just agree with each other. We like different things.
No.
We're not both gonna like pizza. You may like something else. I may like pizza, but you may not like that same type of pizza.
Hey, but just a disclaimer right there with the pizza subject. People who put pineapple on their pizza. That's one I have to sit back and disagree with and say that person deserves a shallow grave in life. And trust me, my wife is included on that list, and I have told her. You don't do that. You don't put pineapple on pizza. Fruit stays off.
I made that the title, Fruit Stays Off the Pizza. They're going to be like, huh?
Yeah.
All my pineapple pizza lovers, comment down below.
Yeah. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Tell me a good pizza combination that has pineapple on it.
Send the order, the crust, send in the menu.
Yep.
People order it and test
And I'll try it. I will try it, and I will get back on AQ. Oh yeah, I'll get back with AQ, and I will let him know if it was trash, like the people's idea, or if it was actually decent. Okay.
I'll post the video reaction to my YouTube, everything. We'll see everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was well said, man. I definitely best answer thus far. You definitely doing it up for this episode. We don't even got to see your face. It's like you're on anonymous. We don't even see you, but we know what you about. We know.
Hey, that's fine.
We know what you about. We know how you feel. And you got a lot of stuff good for you that's going on. So moving on to the next question.
And go ahead. Yeah.
What are your plans for the next 5 years? It sounds like an interview, but this is an interview, but this is your episode.
I know, it is an interview. It's like, do I get a job after this? I mean,
who knows?
Jeez. Man, I can't even look 5 years down the road, man. I'm just trying to live in the present as much as I can, because I focus too far in the future for a long time of the time that I was supposed to just be young and have a good time and whatnot. So that's my advice to people is like, look, it gets fast the older you start to get, and you don't really take a look at that until after you achieve certain things, and you just sit back and you go, holy shit. How many years ago was that? We did what? When? What do you mean I can't remember that? And I mean,
Didn't I just see you? What? Huh?
Didn't I just see you? What do you mean it was a year ago? What the hell? You were at my wedding? Where were you? No, I know you were there. we were out on the dance floor vibing.
Exactly. Yes.
So we were vibing hard for my wedding.
My beer in one hand. I was like,
Yep. I think I got a picture of my wife double fisting beer at one point in the wedding. It was pretty great.
That was great.
Pretty great. So, but yeah, I mean, just, it's just like when people ask me, oh, are you so excited for your son? I'm like, yeah, I'm extremely excited for my son. But I have a whole lifetime to be with my son and to raise him and to do things with him and to be a good and supportive parent, that I don't want to focus on that right now. I want to focus on the now. This is like a weird interim part of my life where I want to just be with my wife and enjoy her and enjoy each other and do things and go out and just not worry about another person for a little while longer.
Yeah, you're still in your 20s.
We still in our, yeah, exactly. We still in our mid-20s. It's like we got time. We got stuff to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've made a vow to each other not to let our son get in the way of being able to do those things. But does it limit to a degree? Yeah. I can't bring a 4-month-old to a rock concert or to an outing with the boys unless I want to leave at like 7 o'clock. It's just, I can't put him on the mower in his carrier while I'm like doing yard work or something and call that quality time. That's just, that doesn't work that way. So, but yeah, just, live live in the now as much as you can. That's my advice. Because I mean, I spent way too much time looking forward into the future and not enjoying the now as
Right.
much. And I think that's what quarantine taught me a little bit too. Is, you know, in time things will come and it'll be what it will be, and when it comes, you're just gonna have to deal with it. But in 5 years' time, I'm gonna have a 5-year-old, and Lord only knows what else
Oh my.
at that point. I might have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 2-year-old, or a 1-year-old, or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, space them out.
Definitely.
I might be in a whole. I might be in a whole different house. You know,
You might, yeah, you might be. You might be living somewhere else. You might be out of the
because I've
country.
outgrown this
Be in
one.
the country.
Yeah,
Who knows?
exactly. I may be a top executive at my company. I might be at another company in 5 years.
You may
I
own
don't
the
know.
company.
Oh God, that's a lot of jumps, man. That's a
Hey,
lifetime of
you know,
jumps in a short
I
period.
manifested it. You know, who knows?
Hey, you keep those vibes going, because I'm waiting to hear back about a job interview. So
Oh, look at that.
you
Oh,
keep
look at that.
you keep them going in the right direction.
Look at it. I didn't even know.
And I haven't heard back yet, so I'm hoping to hear back on Monday. So
Might
keep
even-
it going. Keep
Might hear
going.
on Monday. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, what did I mean to do?
Hey, you do it. I'm gonna call you back and just give you the biggest high five over the phone.
Yes, sir. Oh, it's wild. It's crazy. I mean, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for where your life is going. Definitely, it's very important to live in the moment, because in the moment you never really like truly can see like how you can truly cherish it. Because back in the day when you probably was planning for all these things, like, oh man, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you're like, wait, what about now?
But what about now? That's what you come down to, man. It's just,
What about now?
well, what do I do now?
It's like I can feel that sentiment, because I
You,
graduated from college in December, and I was like
mm-hmm.
coming home. I was like, what do I do now? Like I got to apply to things, and then COVID hit. I was like, well, let me do YouTube. You know, let me do this. Let me do all these things. Let me enjoy this. And
Yeah, enjoy the
yeah,
time in between.
yeah,
That's what you gotta do, and get out there and have some fun too. I mean,
definitely.
you gotta do that. You can't just
Yeah.
be stuck at home and
No.
disclaimer: be safe when you go out. Where if it's a mandate in your state or wherever you live to still wear your mask, just be smart. Wear your mask. Don't be part of the spread. Just be part of the change to get things moving back to normal, quote unquote.
So I've heard COVID numbers been going straight back up. So how you feel about
You know,
that?
I look at it as I'm saving on daycare next year, is
Oh,
what
that's
I
true.
see.
That is true. That is true. You ain't got to go to no
It sounds
daycare, no nothing. You
it
staying
sounds like
home.
my ass is at home, is
I
what that
am the
sounds like.
daycare.
So I would be on my conference calls with my little man all strapped up in front of me, doing the
Right.
bounce while I talk to customers. It's like, all right, we could do this.
We could do this. What's
He
that?
starts to get ornery or
That's
hungry. Yeah, he starts to get ornery or hungry or something. I'd just be like, hey, sorry, got to cut this call off. Got to
Sorry.
jump on another one real quick.
Real quick.
Sorry, guys, got to go.
Sorry, I gotta go. Parent duties. You know how it goes. All
right. Parent duties. Oh, man, blowout. Shit. Shit. Literal shit everywhere.
Literal. Boo. Oh, no.
Boo. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Houston, we have a problem. I'm be.
Yeah.
I'm be a minute or two or an hour.
Or two. Or 20, just.
Back in 30.
Back in the day. Don't mind
Back in
me.
the day. I gotta clean this up. It's not gonna clean
this. This is not gonna be pretty. And I gotta clean myself up too. So.
Is they right? Oh man.
Oh, man.
Wow.
We'll see.
That's funny. I'm hyped to see how little man progresses through life. It's gonna be fun. Be crazy.
Dude, me too. It's a weird achievement in life where you have your own little kid.
You gonna be a dad?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Hey,
I
you
mean,
got
I
me.
got to take care of this thing.
Hey, it's like a full circle, mom. I was sitting here, wow, I'm getting old out here, man. But still young.
Yeah, yeah. When my best friend Nathan, who was at my wedding and my best
Yeah.
man and whatnot,
Yeah.
shout out to him. I'll give him the link to this because it's funny.
Yeah.
He calls me up one day, and it's never a hey, how's it going? What's up, man? Haven't heard from you in a while. It's like, hey, bitch, what you been doing? Or the phone call will start off and be like, hey, so I was thinking about something. Yeah, what's that? You're going to be 42 and your son's going to be going to college. How does it make you feel?
Oh my god.
I'm going to be what? I hate you right now. Do you know this? And just a laugh and then hangs up the phone.
The talk.
I'm
The
like,
mingle talk.
the mingle talk. That could be interesting.
Oh my.
It's not birds and the bees anymore. It's what did COVID do for you?
You know, son, I'm gonna talk about mingle. Dad, what are you talking about? Mingle. What?
You're old enough now, son, to learn about mingling
Mingling.
and the real word.
The real word, the truth.
Not the fake word that we use when mom and dad need to go and disappear for a while, but the real word.
Mingle.
Mingle.
Oh, that's wild to me.
Man.
Dang, he just blew your mind. He said 42, he gonna be going to college.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Then I'm gonna have to deal with all the same kind of stuff that I did in college. But I'm older and I can't do anything.
You can't do nothing.
He's gonna be showing up to the dinner table one evening on like a Friday night or something and be like, "Oh, this is the best cooked meal I've had in weeks," or hungover as shit because he was out the night before, and I just have to look at him and go, "I can't even be mad.
I can't.
But I'm not proud either. What is this feeling?"
Is this how my parents felt? Like,
Is this how my parents felt? Like, did I do this?
Did I?
Was this a big giveaway? Like, I thought I was being sly.
They knew all along.
They knew the whole time? What?
What? That is wild.
Or,
that is crazy.
Or, Dad, can I get more money? Why?
For what?
For what? You want to buy your buddies a keg for the Saturday party? All right, how much is it? I can get behind that. Do you mind if I come up for at least a beer?
At least one, please. Like,
can I tell your mom I'm on a business? Yeah, can I tell your mom I'm on a business trip or something?
Don't worry, I got you.
I'll get my own hotel. I'll get my own hotel. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll stay out of your hair. I'm just there for the party. It's fine.
Don't worry.
I'm still young. 42 is the new 24. It's fine.
Definitely,
Fine.
definitely.
Yeah. Just go for it.
Go for it.
Jeez, who knows? Who knows, man?
Gosh, that's wild. Dang.
It's a wild world.
When was the last time you've been to Italy? You know.
I haven't been to Italy since, what was it? 2018? Yeah. Yeah, 2018 or 2017.
Huh.
No, it was the year before we got married.
Wow.
Yeah, year before we got married, so like 2018. Yeah, I haven't been back in a long time.
Dang.
I'd love to go back.
What's Italy?
Haven't
like?
had the time. I mean, it's beautiful. Where my family comes from, it's a small town in kind of like northern Italy towards the Alps. Super small. People know each other. It's quiet and quaint and just really fun. I mean, it's beautiful. I'd go and live there in a heartbeat. But, you know, Kaylee and the language barrier, I don't think she'd get along very well for long. She'd be like, all right, week 3, this vacation's over. I'm going home. I'm like, but we live here. What do you mean? This is your home.
Week 3. I cannot communicate with the locals right now.
I cannot communicate with the locals.
I've tried.
I must
All I
leave.
wanted is a glass of milk, but they just think I want beer. But no.
But no. I've used my Spanish to the point where I think they might actually be thinking that they can communicate.
My son speaks it fluently, but I
Wow, that would be amazing.
Look, I'm manifesting low key. You don't know. See,
Hey, I mean that's
hey.
a weird fear, man. I'm like, man, do I have a bilingual child and bring up my children bilingual, or
bilingual child?
You know, or are they just all gonna be like Americanized and have like
bilingual
heavy Southern accents? Because they live in South Carolina, it's like, ooh.
Bilingual, heavy Southern accent.
Bilingual. Oh God.
Which will be bearable for me?
Como estás? Oh God, no.
Or the bad, like mixed middle.
No. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. Grazie. It's like no kid. No kid.
No.
Just speak English. Just
one.
English.
Pick one.
Pick one. Pick one. You can't do the other.
Can't do the other. Do not mix both. I do not.
Don't mix both.
I don't endorse this.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, that's
funny. Too funny.
Well, here's my final.
What else
question.
you got for me?
My final.
All right.
For you is, okay. All right. What type of motivational thing will you leave our viewers off with that you've learned in life that has stuck with you this far?
Ooh, interesting.
The final point.
Motivational point that I've learned in life. So many, and I feel like we've touched a lot of them tonight.
We have.
You know, I mean, just maybe like when people tell you you're gonna not succeed, or they try to bring you down in such a way where you're constantly, you know, under the pressure of their expectations and their motivations and what they want to do in life. Be open to the change and be open to not doing what somebody else is trying to live vicariously through you, and push on. Take your dream. You want to be a dancer, you want to go do something fun, do it. And if you fall flat on your face, then, you know, just do it. Just do it. But yeah, I mean, I think that's one wish that I have for my kids in life later down the road is you want to be whatever you want, you go and do it. I'm not going to stop you. I'll support you all the way. You want to be president, you go do it. I'll be the proudest dad in the world. You want to go and be a dancer and be on Broadway? I'll be at all of your shows.
All of them.
All of them. I'll make it happen. But that's my biggest thing is, you know, go and achieve your goals, because it's your life. You got to live it, and you got to own it. So be a part of it and be in the moment and do it.
Definitely.
Don't let people tell you different.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And learn to live. Don't live to learn.
Okay.
That's another one that ties in. So
yeah, that's a good point to end this off with. I thank you, Richard, for taking the time in your busy schedule.
Oh, absolutely, man.
It's
I
definitely
appreciate you having me.
Fun, you know. Probably have you back again.
Absolutely.
Who knows, you know.
All right.
Update me on your fatherhood life, you know.
Oh man, it's gonna be a wild turn, man. It'll be great though.
Definitely. I hope
It'll be great.
I hope Kaylee watches this video.
Oh, I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will.
What?
As soon as you post it. I'm in so much trouble.
But definitely a joy, man. Definitely great. Great to have you here. Do you have any like social media handles that you like the people to find you on? You know, that you want them to find you on or anything or anything like that?
I mean, I'm on like Instagram and stuff. It should be under like Rich Knight 2 or something like this. And
Something like that.
I think you're on there.
Yeah.
You can share that or
Yeah.
anything. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm all about supporting motivation and positivity because it's a hard one to learn for yourself, and sometimes you just need to listen to somebody to be heard and to know where to go next. So yeah, I'm all about it.
Just to update you guys, the channel is currently at 121 subscribers. The goal is 200 subscribers. So if you guys love Richard Knight and what he has to offer, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you like down in the description, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications. This has been a great one. This is a great debut of me going back to my podcasting. So hope you know, Richard.
Nice.
First episode back, episode 15.
Sweet.
So I'm Gucci.
All right, man. Well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Till next time.
All right. Bye-bye.